Hello, my friends. I'm Dr. Edward Thompson, 60 years old, a medical nutrition specialist here in the United States. In over 35 years of practice, I've had the privilege of walking alongside thousands of people over the age of 50, helping them live healthier, happier, and more meaningful lives. Today, we're not talking about medications. No charts, no complicated numbers. We're just sitting down sipping tea and having a quiet conversation, like two old friends about simple green leaves that carry within them a silent kind of science. I want you to imagine this. Every morning you don't reach for coffee or medicine, just a warm cup of tea. One leaf, maybe two. Sometimes it's peppermint, sometimes ginger. Sometimes it's that earthy bitterness of bay leaf. And slowly, your body starts to change. By noon or early evening, your belly feels lighter. That bloated, heavy sensation isn't there. Your blood sugar steadier, calmer. You sleep better. Your mind clears, and your spirit more relaxed. Have you ever asked yourself, can a habit that small really change your life? I believe it can. Peppermint. I always begin with peppermint, not just because of its calming aroma, but because it really works. It's excellent for digestion, yes, but also for regulating post-meal blood sugar spikes. See, peppermint supports bile flow and digestive enzymes, which helps your body process fats more smoothly. For people with insulin resistance or fatty liver, that means less buildup, less bloating, and better blood sugar curves. Some studies even suggest that peppermint can slow gastric emptying, which keeps glucose from rising too fast after meals. Sage. Now let's talk about hunger, the kind that hits you out of nowhere. That's often a leptin imbalance. Your brain isn't getting the right signal from your fat cells. Sage helps restore that signal. It's also known to reduce low-grade inflammation, especially in the liver and pancreas, the very organs that struggle most in diabetes and metabolic syndrome. I often recommend sage tea in the afternoon. It helps regulate appetite, balance blood sugar, and even calm your nervous system. Holy basil tulsi. This sacred leaf is a real treasure. It reduces cortisol, our stress hormone, and when cortisol is high, blood sugar tends to spike too. People with belly fat and early-stage diabetes often feel better after just 2 to 3 weeks of using holy basil regularly. It also improves insulin sensitivity and can lower fasting glucose. One of my diabetic patients told me she started sleeping better and stopped waking up sweaty in the middle of the night. That's how you know the stress is dropping. Oregano. This is more than just a pizza herb. Oregano is rich in antioxidants that protect your blood vessels from the damage caused by high glucose. It supports fat metabolism, especially in the liver, which is crucial in people with high triglycerides, or NAFLD, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Some compounds in oregano even mimic the effects of mild metformin, helping reduce insulin resistance naturally. Parsley. Parsley isn't just a pretty garnish, it's a natural diuretic and supports the kidneys beautifully. If you're dealing with high blood pressure or fluid retention, especially swollen legs or ankles, parsley water might help. It also assists in removing excess sodium and has mild effects on lowering uric acid, making it useful for those with gout or kidney stones. For people with metabolic syndrome, improving kidney function indirectly helps regulate blood sugar and blood pressure together. Lemon balm. Lemon balm is gentle but powerful. It calms the nervous system and helps regulate circadian rhythm, which is often disrupted in people with diabetes. Poor sleep causes higher cortisol and insulin resistance the next day. Lemon balm helps you fall asleep faster and improves sleep depth, meaning better repair, less stress, and more stable morning blood sugar. It's also mildly anti-inflammatory and supports pancreatic health, making it a great tea for nighttime routines. Rosemary, feel heavy or tired after eating? Rosemary could be your best friend. It stimulates bile production and liver detoxification, helping your body break down fats and proteins. It also helps lower LDL cholesterol, especially in those with sluggish liver function. What's more, rosemary supports blood circulation, which is often impaired in people with type 2 diabetes. Some even use rosemary to enhance memory. It's like a brain and liver tonic in one. Dandelion. This is the liver's favorite plant. Dandelion root and leaf help remove excess fat and toxins from the liver, which supports cholesterol balance and fat metabolism. For people with high ALT or AST liver markers, dandelion is one of the first herbs I recommend. It also acts as a mild diuretic, helping reduce blood pressure and bloating. Plus, it supports bile flow, improving fat digestion, crucial when your body's struggling to break down heavy meals. Mango leaf now. Here's an underrated leaf. Mango leaves have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and lower LDL cholesterol. A double win for anyone with metabolic syndrome. They also help stabilize fasting blood sugar and reduce oxidative stress on the pancreas. In traditional medicine, they're used to reduce sugar cravings and even protect eye health in diabetics. Bay leaf. Bay leaves aren't just for soup. They help improve carbohydrate metabolism, stabilize blood sugar after meals, and even support digestive enzymes. If you ever feel bloated or sleepy after rice or bread, a cup of bay leaf tea can make a real difference. It also has mild diuretic properties, making it useful for people who retain water or have high blood pressure. I remember one elderly patient who swore by bay leaf tea every evening after dinner, rain or shine. Mulberry leaf. This one is a superstar for blood sugar. Mulberry leaves block the enzyme alpha-glucosidase, which slows the breakdown of carbs into glucose in the gut. That means fewer sugar spikes after meals and better control over cravings. It's especially helpful for pre-diabetics who are still trying to avoid medication. One study even showed mulberry tea can reduce A1C after 3 months of daily use. Olive leaf. This is the grand finale. Olive leaf contains oleuropein, a compound that works on multiple fronts. It lowers blood sugar, reduces LDL cholesterol, fights inflammation, and improves fat burning. Think of it as nature's gentle metabolic regulator. I usually suggest olive leaf extract or tea to patients who want a natural complement to their blood sugar medication. It's one of those herbs that's not only powerful, but incredibly well studied. Now, I know some of you may be wondering, how long does it take to feel the effects? I'll be honest, this isn't magic. Your body won't transform overnight. But if you make it a daily habit as regular as brushing your teeth or taking a 10-minute morning walk, you will see beautiful changes after 1 month, 3 months, and more. Also remember, timing matters. Teas with caffeine like peppermint or rosemary are best in the morning. Calming teas like lemon balm. Sip them before bed. Your body will thank you for that kind of thoughtfulness. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, and you've weathered many storms, you are not alone. Everyone can begin again. You don't need to do something big. Just start with 1 cup of tea. 1 cup a day is a quiet promise to yourself that you won't abandon your own well-being anymore. I hope today you'll choose one leaf that speaks to you. It doesn't need to be the best, just the one you enjoy most. And if you found this conversation helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. Not just to hear me talk, but so we can walk this journey together. Thank you for spending this time with me. A long life isn't just about living more years. It's about living deeply, meaningfully, and peacefully.